like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What is going on, guys? So, Street Fighter 6 has been out for a couple months now, you know, and there I was doing my thing, hanging out, lifting weights, getting swole. You know how it is. And I was thinking to myself, you know, who is the best protagonist in the Street Fighter series, right? You know, and I thought long and hard about this. And I also thought about the fact that it's been quite some time since I've made a tier list or a rating video or a ranking video. So I thought, you know, now's about time that I change that, right? That's what this video is. We're going to go through and rank all the protagonists in the Street Fighter series from worst to best, right? So before I get into this, right, because I feel like I'm going to hurt some people's feelings, do me a favor, leave a like first, subscribe first if you guys like Street Fighter, if you guys like Capcom games, if you guys like games in general, help your boy out. I would appreciate that. We're gunning for 1,000 subs, right? And we just crossed 500 not too long ago. So help your boy out. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into this. So, the first character, the first order of business on the docket, we got to talk about this dude. Who is this dude, you may be asking? Who is this guy? This is Abel. Do you guys remember Abel? Abel, apparently, or so it's been explained to me, Abel was the main character of Street Fighter 4, right? Could have fooled me. I had no idea, right? So Abel is a French, quote-unquote, MMA fighter, right? He's a mixed martial artist from France, but he's not really, right? He's actually just like a, I don't know, he's a clone. He's a replacement body for M. Bison, right? Abel and, what's his name? Seth. They're supposed to be the two, like, you know, best shots that Bison has as, you know, replacement bodies, right? As it turns out, there's another replacement body, which is Ed, which is way cooler than the both of them, right? So, yeah. Apparently, Abel was a main character, right? I really have nothing else to say, right? Abel is such a bland, neutral, white bread character, right? I can't believe I even tried to play Abel a little bit, right? When Street Fighter 4 first came out, I did put my hands on Abel for a little bit, right? Before I realized how bland he was. Then I switched to Akuma, I switched to DJ, and I had way more fun, you know? So, Abel is number 5. He's our first character. So, number 4. Let me just say, guys, relax. Calm down, okay? Put that down. Put that bat down. Okay, get away from me, man. Let me just say, Alex, as a character, I rate pretty highly. I love Alex. Alex was one of my mains when I played Street Fighter 3, right? I love Alex. Alex is such a cool character, man. Every game he's in, his design just looks cool, right? He's just a cool character, right? But as a protagonist, there's not much going on there, right? Does that kind of add to his cool factor, right? The fact that he doesn't even care. Bro, yeah, they made me the protagonist. They gave me this name tag that says protagonist. I don't even care, though. Does that make him kind of cool? It does. The fact that he's not graded as an antagonist and Alex is just so cool he doesn't even care about it, it does up his cool factor quite a bit, right? Dude, I just like Alex as a character, man. I like playing as him. I think his moveset is incredibly hype. I love watching Alex in motion, no matter what game it is. He's just a cool character, right? But as a protagonist, there's not much going on there. He's just a guy from New York that likes to wrestle, that got into a fight with the Illuminati, right? Just your average New York guy. You know how it is, right? But as a protagonist, I have Alex at number 4. Please don't get mad at me, guys. I love Alex too, right? I wish I could cook the books a little bit, but you know what? I don't make the rules. I just make the videos.
I hope you don't mind if I go full beast mode.
What? Wait a second.
Beast mode, baby! We're all going down to Memphis!
All right, now what number is this? 3? And we're flying through this. Number 3 is our boy Luke. Luke is number 3, right? I'll be honest with you, man. Dude, if you would have asked me a year ago where I would put Luke as a main character after Street Fighter 6 came out, I would have said in the garbage, right? Everyone hated this dude. Luke sucked ass. We hated Luke so much, dude. But then Street Fighter 6 came out, right? And he's actually a really cool character, right? He's just a buff nerd, right? And we all relate to that. We love that, right? I think the fact that Luke is this guy who, you know, he started out in the army fighting terrorism, right? And that's not the fight that he wanted to fight, right? And then he ends up going on to MMA, right? Because he felt like that's what he needed to do. And that also wasn't the fight that he wanted to fight. Then he became like a mercenary, like a private contractor. Also not the fight that he wanted. And now he's just some like combat coach at like a local gym, right? And that's like his job. And he does it for fun because he's good at it. And then on his off days, he's at home playing Fortnite and cheeseburgers. I feel like the fact that he's this like, as the poster boy of the new age of Street Fighter, the fact that he doesn't know what he's fighting for is really interesting to me, man. I feel like that's like a total opposite to Ryu, right? And I feel like that aspect of Luke, that's what makes me like him so much. He's actually my main right now, believe it or not. I don't know how this happened, but I love Luke. He's such a great guy. And I like his voice actor, Alex Lee. Dude, Alex Lee is the reason why we like Luke, right? I like that Alex is like, he went to Capcom and he's like, guys, listen, people don't like Luke, right? You guys are trying to make him super cool. That's not working. Let me just make him a dumbass. Let's just let him be like a goofy idiot that's really strong, right? And Capcom was like, okay, cool. We don't know what beast mode means or what's going on in Memphis, but sure, go ahead and do your thing, right? And because of that, Luke is number 3. Okay, so we are at the top 2, right? If you made it this far, consider subscribing. Consider leaving a like. That would help your boy out a lot in my fight against the dreaded YouTube algorithm. So, you know, make sure you like and subscribe. Segue into our next guy, which is Rashid. This is a good segue, right? So Rashid is the main character of Street Fighter 5, right? And Rashid, I keep saying this in all my videos, Rashid might be my favorite Street Fighter character. Dude, I genuinely love Rashid, man. I'm not a fan of how they changed his gameplay in Street Fighter 6, right, compared to Street Fighter 5, but I still love him. He's still my dude. I just can't play him in Street Fighter 6, right? I like the fact that Rashid is this, you know, this Arabian prince who's just out on like an adventure, right? And he's this like roaming hero that can control the wind. And he's just out making friends, you know? And that makes him the hero of Street Fighter 5, right? He's just out doing his thing, and he gets wrapped up in the whole like Shadowloo stuff, right? And at the end of the day, Ryu fights Bison, and then Rashid ends up fighting Bison's second in command, Fang, right? So those are the two heroes of Street Fighter 5, right? And as much as we hate Street Fighter 5 story mode, which it's not good. I have to say that right now, it's not good. There's some cool like story beats in there, right? It's not, I have to say this again, it's not good, but there's some good ideas there, right? Rashid, in my opinion, is the best idea to come out of Street Fighter 5, right? I love Rashid. I love the freedom of movement and the freedom of his character, and they express that in his gameplay, right? He's a character that's, you know, you're free to do whatever you want across the screen, right? Street Fighter 6, they changed it up a little bit. He's not free anymore. He has a job. He's a streamer now. And because of that, his movement is kind of restricted. He can still flip and roll and, you know, do all kinds of stuff across the screen. It's just not good, right? You can't get in for free anymore, right? You have to play Rashid a very specific way, unfortunately, which goes against his whole thing as a character, which is freedom, right? And that's why I don't play Rashid in Street Fighter 6, right? Hopefully, Capcom makes some changes, right? You know, because he looks really cool in Street Fighter 6. He takes so much work to play in that game. Like, I feel like I'm playing 6 different games while everyone else is just mashing, drive, impact. Anyway, time for number 1, right? The top protagonist in the Street Fighter series. Who could it be? It could be anyone, right? It could be anyone. Who is it, guys? It's Ryu. Ryu is number 1 because of course he is, right? Who else is it going to be, right? Ryu is, till this day, even though, you know, we love Luke, right? Dude, we love Alex. We love everyone on this list except Abel. You know what you did, Abel. You know what you did, boy. We love everyone on this list, but Ryu is the poster boy, right? And he always will be the poster boy, right? He's the karate man, right? He's the roaming samurai, the swordless samurai of the Street Fighter universe, right? And just, I love Ryu the most from Street Fighter 6, right? Because it feels like he's growing with us, you know? He has a beard now, right? He has a little cape. It feels like Ryu is finally like a master, right? It feels like he's finally at peace, right? And it took almost like 30 years for us to get to this point, right? And there's something really poetic about that, right? You know, one of the things that I love the most about games, I love when they keep, you know, the story going, right? And the main character is a constant in all of them. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you're rewarded for sticking with this series for so long, right? And I feel like Ryu is the perfect, you know, representation of that, right? Now, the one thing I'm really excited about, I can't wait to see what happens when they throw Akuma in this game, right? And he's coming later this year, right? So, anyway, that's the list, guys. That's my ranking. That's my dank rank. What do you guys think? I know you guys have some words for me. I know you do. Of course you do. Leave them in the comment section below. I read all my comments. I want to start a dialogue, right? Who is your favorite Street Fighter protagonist and why, right? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's the video, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.